Quilley and Jost, having invested heavily in property, could only afford local trips to the garden route, to Cape Town for the funeral of Jutta, Jost's sister's husband Eric, and many times to Quantani on Sterkfontein Dam in the Drakensberg. As well as Dullstroom. Quilley's dogs enjoyed all these holidays. She remained in touch with Merryn and Ben, especially once grandchildren Jaden and Emmerson arrived. Quilley organised outings to the Johannesburg Civic Theatre for pantomimes and cherished Friday visits to their home. Jost accompanied her, driving and keeping her company, though Merryn's conditions made the visits difficult. Merryn refused to come to Quilley's home while she smoked and demanded that Quilley see a psychologist before she would visit Quilley again. Quilley refused, as she had previously done that without success, and was not going to be blackmailed. Still, Quilley's natural warmth shone through with the children, who adored her humour and playfulness. Jost would often step aside, going to the gym, a park, or watching TV, while Quilley and the children enjoyed their time together. Merryn, when present, remained distant. Quilley and Jost were invited to John's 70th birthday party, a lavish affair where John brought out family and friends from the UK and his wife Frida's family from Durban. His speech covered all of his life, with one exception, hardly a mention of Quilley. This omission shattered her, yet she always maintained that she loved John and still does. John was an important part of her life, not to be discarded. Despite everything, Quilley held no grudges. She continued to handle John's tax submissions until she was no longer able to do so many years later. At Quilley's suggestion, before it might be too late, Vincent, their maintenance manager, and Precious, their housekeeper, were provided with sufficient funds to buy a property and build a house for their future. Both decided to establish themselves in Zimbabwe. Over time, Quilley's dogs, Cheeky, Cleo, and Tangy, died. Quilley replaced them with Iggy from the SPCA, who, unbeknown to them at the time, had been severely abused. It took 3 years before Jost could pat and stroke her. In 2019, their inherited Yorkshire Terrier, Charles, died. Quilley, herself a Yorkshire Terrier in spirit, purchased another from a pedigree breeder and named him Dickens.